And as this orange light, this spleeny orange light, represents the guiding star, that which guides into the next incarnation, that which is driven by what is still to become a Buddha, that which hasn't freed itself yet from the strings of cause and effect, from the difference between what matters and what is nothing. Just as that orange light guides that, it kind of advertises what is exciting, what gets us all upset. To find out, oops, is that real or is that just another illusion? But it's so interesting. It's so much fun, isn't it? To try it all, to taste it all, to do it all over again. It's that play between form and no form, which ultimately are the same as silence, out of silence, born from that, infused by a drive called becoming, taking form as love and hate and darkness and light and all these polarized contradictions for us to learn, and then finally takes us home, takes us back to source consciously. That spleeny energy plays a big role in that. So let's celebrate our excitement, our illusions, our realities, and our disillusionment, and whatever else it is. It's all inclusive. It's one big package deal from here to here, from now to now, and in between, we are given this story in time. The pulse is one of the reliable guides, that which gets us back into the eternal presence in the moment, just like right now. Tudum, tudum, tudum. Mm. Mm. So yummy to see you all. Wow. I have no idea where that came from, but it felt quite a fitting spleeny talk. And with all what's going on in the world, on this earth, in our individual lives, in the collective, so good to keep coming back to this, to keep coming back to the pulse. And I keep getting emails also from uh, allow me a little bit of tongue irony, renowned famous colleagues um, saying, what are you doing there? Tibetan pulsing online. Tibetan pulsing is a body work. Yes, it is. And I love it. And I wish we could lie down in a circle and put the feet and the hands together and shut up, or the knees today for that matter. But this is kind of, that's the closest, that's the best we can have right now. And there is a magical connection also running in this, which is run by the pulse. Even without that physical touching and transmitting the bioelectrical signals in that way. In the end, it is a work of consciousness and it is a work of sound. And when we learn, when we get closer to understanding sound, we are also moving on a path that leads to understanding. It's not that I claim that I've achieved that, but we may all one day also understand the sound of the one hand clapping, which is an old Zen saying. And that which is magical in sound, there's vibration before there is even sound. That connects us here. And the more we pay attention to ourselves in the moment, the more we can find that connection as a reality. That is what pulses. It pulses within. And then it doesn't pulse orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, or otherwise. It just is pulsing here now and joins our minds and hearts and even the bodies consciously in being here. And so, yes, these meetings are somehow on their own. They have developed into, it's not about much teaching anymore, even though any kind of questions coming up, let's share and share with each other the wisdom that we have around the technique and the experience and whatever it is. And yet it's mainly being here, having this transmission, this work buzzing in our systems. And there is something about it that can never be spoken, right? And we know it from when we pulse. So again and again, it's what guides me into that which really matters in the moment. It's like, what is that? There's nothing that makes a decision, let's put up the guidance to get back to the moment kind of thing. That's complicated spiritual thinking, but there is that pulsing something that supports to recognize, oh, okay, there's so much to feel. There's lots to react to or against these days. And then there is that significant, almost like a sound indicator. Maybe for someone else it's a buzz or a tingling. There is that something that keeps us being able to to be here now. And in that expand, and in that find a joy in our hearts for being beyond whatever is going on in the cause and effect in the story. And that's not the same as becoming spiritual instead of dealing with the world. It's exactly being in the world and not of the world. Being aware of it all, feeling it, sharing it, being aware of one's own reactions and breakdowns and the tears floating down and the compassion we feel with others in other countries, maybe the missing of meeting in person with friends, whatever it is, maybe the healing of our bodies, the aging, and so on. So many experiences, and in the middle of each one, again and again, when I tune in with that, my spine starts swaying, and it's like a mini pulsing, pumping again and again. It's really blessed to know this work in quotation mark. Okay. So far for my song,